Well, Ryan and Donald Trump are trying to bring the GOP party together. A longtime Republican supporter from California is releasing an ad tonight trying to fire up the dump Trump forces.
Political ad guru Bob Gardner, who has created TV campaign spots for Dick Cheney, Gerald Ford, Mitt Romney, George H.W. Bush, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, is drawing the line at helping Donald Trump.
I like macho guys. Take charge, confident guys. Guys with big hands. Real men. But real men don't go around dissing Muslims and Mexicans. They don't make demeaning remarks about women. They're not bullies. And real men don't talk about their size. Guys like Donald Trump, who brag about how big they are usually, you can't be president, Donny boy. You just don't measure up.
All right, let's talk about this. We welcome in the man responsible for that ad, Bob Gardner from the Advocacy Group. He's in San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bob, can you tell us about the ad? Who's behind it and who were you trying to target?
Well, these ads were done with the expectation that we all had, I think, and certainly the operatives and the media had, that California was going to be an important primary. And Indiana ended that. But had California become an important primary, and we just a few weeks ago, we all thought it would be, and that might turn things into a contested convention because Kasich and Cruz would remain in the race. But they both dropped out, so these ads are kind of moot at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, does that mean that they're going to run or not? And if so, when will they air and where?
Well, there's no plans at the moment to air them. One of the major anti-Trump super PACs was looking at them very closely, and I think they would have aired all over California. But at the moment, I thought that, they shouldn't be sitting in a vault somewhere, that at least they ought to get out on media and social media so that people could see them. But I don't have a lot of illusions that these are going to make a difference.
Well, Bob, they're kind of in poor taste. How much money did you spend on these?
Well, actually, what I try to do is go to the general advertising side and not the standard political negative 1A that it looks like one person did all the ads for both sides. So these are more like general ads. I kind of like them akin to maybe something like Geico.
Bob, the size matter ad is not the only dump Trump ad that you made. Here's a look at the Trump baby.
You're gonna win so much.
I'm worried about my dad. He's supporting Trump. I've seen that guy on TV. He's one nasty dude, always insulting people. Mexicans, Muslims, Megan. I love Megan. The Donald's more self-centered than my 4-year-old brother. See what I mean? A Trump presidency would scar me for life. I don't want to tell my kids that their grandpa voted for Trump. Seriously, Dad?
Well, I think that's probably a little more creative. But, Bob, I know that you oppose Trump, but you are a staunch Republican. So does that mean that you're okay if Clinton was to win the election?
No, I will never vote for Clinton.
So who do you want to win?
Well, we've got a ways to go. I'm kind of in the Paul Ryan camp here. I'm sort of waiting to see what's going to happen. But we've got, I've got till October to make up my mind, and most people. I think that the scenarios this year have all been so unbelievable on both sides. I mean, the contested convention now is likely to be the Democrats, and that wasn't true 2 weeks ago. And nobody thought that Trump could get this far. I'm sure the two most surprised people in this race are Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, that they're where they are.
All right.
But that's where we are. And
Bob Gardner, we're going to lose the window here, but thank you so much for your time tonight. Very interesting ads. Thank you again.
Thank you.